My bad. Go ahead.
Okay, we'll get a chance with the other ones also. All
Yes.
right. So now I'm looking here. What's this? So you have all your markings on here. Let me see what this is. And I just put little notes because I don't remember. It's so many order blocks. I can't remember them all. Because not only am I looking for me, but I'm covering what the whole group is going to be looking at. What is this supposed to be? I think this was an imbalance. Do I have anything here? Nothing. All right. So I think this was that's why it was an imbalance under the 61 monthly range. So I'm checking where it's at and where price. So it has to make sense also. So I'm not just really caught off surprise. I'm not blindly just going in there. So you're going through the monthly, you're on the monthly range. You guys know about ranges, right? Going through your ranges of where you're at, discount, premium.
Um,
Can we touch it? Can we do a light overview real quick,
Yeah, yeah,
please?
yeah. Oh, okay, sure enough. Okay. All right. So we got a lot of stuff on here. So can you guys kind of could see where we're at? All right. So this is going to be our range right here is where we're at right now. So if I'm looking for it to continue upwards with it may not, it could continue pushing down. But what I'm looking for is it started pushing up. It broke this high, that high. So I'm gonna look like, okay, so now it's in its retrace. So I'm gonna fib from here to here.
so the range is
Okay.
the between the higher time frame low and the high.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. All right. So we're going from here to here, and I know I have my fibs on here. When you can't really understand or with price, you could make your range a little smaller. All right. So down here, right? All right. So we're moving from um let's see, we're going bullish. So for it to continue moving bullish, it has to come back under, and we're looking for it to buy. So we're looking for it to come back under here to discount for it to move back into a premium. So right now, if it's going to come back here, like say we're just looking here, and price is here. So right now, price would be in a premium. It moved out of premium and moved into a discount. So anything under the 50, so you're trying to get the best price for your stuff, right? So you don't want, so what we do, buy low, sell high. Did I say that right?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, okay, good. So you want to get it under the 50%. So anything under here is good market value to keep pushing it up. So say we are selling, it's still backwards, but if we're moving from this area to this area, did that make sense before I move on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Oh,
delete
let me
that.
not say no, no. Let
So
me no. That didn't make sense. Sorry. I'm gonna
that didn't make it.
huh.
Every- All right. So say we're moving from this area,
And
right?
I only
So
say
this
that
is
because I don't want to speak for everybody else. Let me
right, right. No, that's fine. That's fine. So we're moving from this area to this area. So we're in cells, right? Um, it's still going to be your premium discount, but it's just depending on the direction that you want it. So we're looking at for it to continue selling, and we're looking for it to come back, right? So we wanted to get back to a premium or a good area to where we could continue selling from. So right here, you understand? So each direction has its own market profile. Yeah, everybody get it? So you're just swapping prices moving from discount to premium. It's the swapping back and forth and liquidity. That's what market is doing. Does that make sense? Huh? Yeah.
Yes,
Everybody?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It
Okay,
does for
cool.
me.
All right,
Yep.
great, great. Thanks. All right, so I'm out of here. I am going to drop down. So what was this one? Let me read what this line was. I put nothing here. I think I was looking at the candles. And this is where I was looking at. This is the 27, and I was looking for it to push out. So that's what the 27 is. And let me go back to the 1 hour. Okay, cool. So so now you see what happens. So now when you see prices in these certain key areas and they react off of those key areas, that's when you need to be on it. Like right here, when you saw a price come here and this imbalance is under the 61, that means it's in a good position to where it could continue buying up if it wants to continue buying up. Now it's right here under the 61 range and it's consolidating and it's staying under there. So it could very well still want to push down. But we want to see when it opens up next week, whether it wants to push up, if it's ready to push up, or if it wants to continue dropping down a little more, because it could still continue in the 78, or it could just continue selling. Does
And
that make sense?
Ish, can I just
Yes.
reiterate, so, because they said that they didn't understand your strategy. And I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
if you wanna tell it or.
Yeah. I can tell it.
Okay,
All right. Hold on. Let me see if everybody ready. Sebastian, you ready to go? Yeah. Okay. All right. Hold on.
okay.
Mm, 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 mm. Okay. So for the Sunday, Monday open, I want the expansion. So experts, they say don't try to call the high and low. And people who has more experience than me say don't try to call the high and low. Of course, each wants to do what she want to do, and I think I could call the high and low. I
Call it how you want to. Call it how you want.
but okay, are these people talking? But also, if you see week after week, you'll see it does pop up there. You can find anyone. So does it go in every stock? No, but you'll find it. Like even all of this week, I'm about to show you how this strategy popped up the whole week. Okay, so I want to see what's Monday doing. I want to see Sunday doing. That's the first line. So when Sunday opens, I just go and pop in, put my line in. Then when Monday come, I just come in, pop in, put my line in. Now I'm over here combining it with our ICT strategy as far as their thing with 2 a.m. So 2 a.m., 4 a.m., and I really want to see how price is moving. I'm just looking at structure and how it's building up, right? So, and I'm just following structure. So I'm hoping that it doesn't go past here. It already showed willingness to drop in price. So I'm going and feel safe that I could drop in price. You could do, and it depends, like, because, sometimes from Sunday to Monday, it already dropped like 150 pips, something like that. Some crazy, JPY peers do that. But say it dropped like 50 pips, 60 pips, 70 pips, 80 pips, whatever. Then you just adjust your lot size to accommodate to where you're whatever your risk size. So whether you're risking 1%, 2%, or whatever you want to risk of your account. So this is 9, 10 pips or whatever. Yeah. So it's
So,
only that much
so,
pips.
so when the Sunday candle opens, you mark
Hmm.
up the open of that candle.
Yes.
And then you
Yeah.
mark up the open of the midnight candle.
Yes.
And then if price
Uh-huh.
falls, price has to fall either above both lines for if it's going to be buying for the week, or below both lines if it's going to be selling for the week. Is that correct? Am I saying
Correct.
correct?
Correct. But sometimes it can go up and then come back.
And come back?
So
Okay.
yes. Yeah. So,
But
and
is
I'm
it,
fine.
but
Um,
however that one, that last midnight
Monday.
candle close, the
Mm-hmm.
the midnight Monday candle closes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Once
However that
price,
closes, I'm fine.
once
Mm-hmm.
price either closes below or above, that's an indication that price is either going to pull back and then start selling, or pull back
Mm-hmm.
and then start buying. Correct? Am I saying that right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to um
Okay. All right.
clarify.
Yep. Thank you. That's fine. I'm gonna move on from this one. Does anybody
Okay.
want to continue? Looking at it? No? Okay. Order block's gonna be a little late, this week, but I don't think we're gonna be on here long though. Hold on.
I can do
Plus
the,
I wrote
I
up
can do
most of
the,
it.
I can do the order blocks for you since you know, graciously took over
Okay.
Monday and Friday.
Okay, okay. And I'll continue doing the analysis. So that'd be cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That'll work, that'll
Yeah.
work.
All right. So we got this. All right. So this is AJ. Hoo-hoo. All right. Let's do this for AJ. And I'm going to copy what I wrote. So this is, I already start writing what, because it does take a while to do these things. So I already started writing. Where are we? Okay, I can't find it.
Does anybody
Right.
have any
Is this it?
questions?
Does
on
any?
the calendar?
Sorry. Oh, all right. So here, this is. Let's see. I already kind of planned that this is what we were gonna do just in case. So
Mhm.
I was writing little notes to my So let's do it. All right. I'm gonna place you here. All right. So what's this line here? I'm just gonna click on it and see my notes. And also you write the notes on here because you're not gonna depending on how much I'm not gonna remember. Sometimes it's 20 order blocks that I don't remember everything. So I write little notes of what I was thinking, right?
Mhm.
On here. So that right there was, as you see, was the weekly equilibrium, which is most of they would coincide with the monthly equilibrium, right? Uh, let me see, did I make sure I read that right? Yeah, so weekly equilibrium. So I'm looking at equilibrium and looking how price is moving on both sides of the market. Okay, so now we got here on AJ. This is Monday. You see that line? Maybe I should make them thicker. Can y'all see them, or do I need to make them thicker? All right, so I'm gonna make these. I'm gonna make them a little thicker so y'all can see. Okay, can y'all see them now?
Yeah, I
Hello?
can see him.
Okay, cool. So I made them a little. All right, so now we're looking at structure right here from the side. So I'm trying to see, does this qualify as, what qualifies as my swing low? So we had a swing low here, we pushed up, right? So that broke this high, so this is gonna qualify as a swing low. We pushed down and then we pushed up here. So that's our, not pushed. Yeah, I'm coming out soon. So now we pushed up and we were down here and then we pushed up. So this is our swing low, right? Then we put down here and then we pushed up here. It was just by smidge. So this is going to qualify as a swing low because it's just by a smidge. And
Mhm.
reason why we're looking at that is because look how as soon as it got up there and broke to make another swing, it dropped back down and drop below this low. So now we're looking at here, right? So it, and that's why I put the high broke above but came back quickly, right? Just enough. So now when you get to this candle here, you see how it broke below all of these lows, all of those. I'm over here touching my screen like y'all can see my hands. How it broke all of these lows. So this was at what, 1 a.m. Did I write that in here? 1 a.m. low, and it just kicked off. So you see how you could just catch the whole move. Does it work all the time? No, but you're risking. Let's see. Let's count how many pips you're or how much you're risking. Right? If you came here at 1 a.m. and saw this candle, oh well, this JPY. So you would be risking 81. I wouldn't take it up that high. I will come right here to this area of consolidation where it dropped. Right? So you're here. Like this. So does that make sense, everyone? So you see how consolidated drop, so consolidation dropped again. Small consolidation, it just kept dropping out of the consolidation. All right. So now we're here, we're under equilibrium. So now we want to see what price is doing now that it's swapped. So I want to see if it gets back over equilibrium and it wants to stay and continue on this side to keep pushing up. Yeah. Does it make sense? So market open, move 10 pips above price. That's this. then close below last swing low 1 a.m. So you just take your cursor, follow, and find the 1 a.m. candle. Boom, you found the 1 a.m. candle. I tell you what day it is. It happened on a Monday. Then we look at 2 a.m. Boom, it happened on at 2 a.m. on a Monday. I show you where it's consolidation, move bearish to sell. And I didn't count some. I would just even go in to tell you how many pips. I just do the whole range of what it moved. That when I say 615 pips, that didn't mean you was gonna get all 615 pips. That means the market moved that range. So you had ample you had 615 pips of opportunity to get into the trade. That's what that means when I just put the whole number in there. Everybody, yeah? Any questions? No? Okay. All right, well, move on.
No questions, but it's
All right.
nice to see it after reading it
Oh.
all the time. Nice to actually see it on the chart. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because I read them and I be like, okay, take my note. But it's real
Yeah.
nice to see it on the chart.
Oh. Right. So now let me take this one. Where am I? All right. All right. Here we go. So here we go again. Here goes the Sunday. Can y'all see the Sunday, Monday opens? Do I need to make them thicker? I could just make them thicker. Da, 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 da. Okay, Sunday, Monday open. So market moved 10 pips above, then got back down. So closed under my Sunday, got back under my Monday. We consolidated and we just kept pushing down, dropped another consolidation, moved bearish. And we had, well, 186 over 84. And sometimes my measurements be off by 2 pips, but we see how it just kept on dropping out. And it came back here. What else do I need to explain? Oh, another thing is, what I forgot to tell y'all is the imbalance. So the imbalance is important. I'm looking for the first imbalance after Monday. Sometimes we don't get an imbalance and we just get an engulfing. So that's also what's important because when price drops, sometimes it'll come back into that imbalance, consolidate at that imbalance, and continue in this direction. I'm going to see if I can find some more for y'all. Cool. All right, what we got here? Hold on. Okay. Let's see. Market open. Okay, so here we go. This is a good one. So like what Kim was clearing up of looking at it drop under. So yeah, so this is Sunday, this is Monday. So yep, it dropped under, then came back, right? So you would have looked here and thought that you see that imbalance right there, but price came under the imbalance, and sometimes it'll overshoot. So and we'll continue going. Right here, it would still give me pause, right? Yeah, that would still give me pause when it violates my imbalance. Because really, when it goes up, it's supposed to come back to your imbalance and continue trading out of that imbalance and pushing up. But it didn't. I would have just been looking at it, and that would have gave me thing. I probably still would have risked it. Depending on how many pips it was. Yep, I was fine with that. But that so I'm not saying it doesn't always happen, but right here that's gonna give you the warm and fuzzy, like it's gonna go. But you see when it came here, look at Sunday, it didn't go above, it just trickled above a little bit over that opening, and came right back down, right? So it didn't want to go over opening price. Make sense, everyone? Yeah? Okay. I'm just gonna
Yep.
keep
Yep.
going.
Yep.
Okay. Ooh. Da, 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 da. Oh, wait, you know what? I'm going to flash through until I find some good examples for you guys. What do we got here? So, where's my note? None? All right. Okay, so let's see what happened here under, let me see. Thursday, Monday. Oh, I think market moved. All right, so let me look at this right here so I can see. All right, so right here, the 4-hour price moved back into this 4-hour. I want to say it was one of these that it came back. Yep, here we go. Okay, one of the uh, indices. Okay, so we see how price came back in here and dropped down. So when you oscillate between these, so you see how it moved above my Sunday Monday, and it gave a pretty good amount of pips. You could have got in. I guess, and I'm not really an industry trader, but it looked like it moved pretty good to me. And let's see, you see in this area, let's go to 4-hour and see what happens. And structure on the 4-hour. All right. So you see the structure on the 4-hour. So this is a order block. Price came back up to that order block where there was an imbalance. This imbalance broke under this last area of consolidation. It came back to this last. So that's how I look at the market like a puzzle. So this came back up to here, touched in here, didn't break that one, and you see how it broke down. You see how it moved all pretty after it did that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so that's what that was. And let's see, I could copy it.
And I just want to add, I know that I say this to the elite members, but that area where you said that consolidation was,
Sorry. Yeah, let me go back. Yeah.
so, and I usually say it on
Open
the
it up.
private calls, but that was the last swing low over to the left. That low there was the actual swing low, not the internal, not the other little internal swings from that low to that high. So from that low up to the top to the high,
Mm-hmm.
like,
Here to here.
yeah. So I know some
Mm-hmm.
people will, once it violates that order block, that first order block at the, right there. No, right
Mm-hmm.
to the left, up, 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 up.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Go up
Right
some more. Go,
here.
nope, the next, yeah, right there.
Uh-huh.
People
Yeah.
consider that the break of or the change of character, but it's not the
Mhm.
change of character. It's only because it's in between that last swing. It's in that range, as she mentioned. It's in the range. So just because it violates that order block, that is not considered the change of character. You got to look at from the last high that was the last break of structure of the high that was broken, and then everything from there on down is your swing to determine like what structure you're in, to identify your structure, if that makes sense. And what I'm saying is this price did not break the high until about right there. So that means everything from here to here is your swing. That's your swing right there, not this right here. I just kind of wanted to say that. Just
Yeah, that's good.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. Yeah, I was trying to look for some good ones. So, because I know y'all just see it and me writing it, it doesn't, you're like, huh, what is she talking about? So, and I'm just going to put the notes right here. Let's see. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm moving. Hold on. Why you're not actively doing what I want you to do? Oh, okay. Cool. All right. So you see how I have it. So market open, moved up 642 pips, points above price to the previous area of breakdown, of new consolidation and the 50%. So so when I'm saying the 50%, so this is the weekly where we mark up our weekly order blocks and we're looking for a retracement of at least 50% and as possibly a 78% retracement. Uh, yeah. So we're looking for a 78% retracement and it just went up to 50, just a little bit. And then let me see what they say how it gapped open. So we're following the narrative by gap below price and just continue selling. Right? Never return to the gap and that was your ring of price. Okay. Oh, I get it. Um, yes. Yes. All right. Okay. Let me see if we can find some other. There is some other price that I wanted to point out to. But I'm kind of gonna just click through until I find one. But you see what happened here on EA this week. So we Monday pushed open. Um, pay attention to your consolidations and how price is moving out of your consolidations, right? And I'm just gonna click on through unless you wanna speak on it, but it's kind of gonna be like the same narrative. Here we go. This is what I was talking about. We're uh, all right, where we at? So you see how price did the drop right here. So that so structure, of course, we all know is on each time frame. I like the 1 hour time frame. And when I was a new trader, it was hard for me to do the correlation between do it between time frames, right? Now I kind of get it. Now I'm looking at my order blocks. Now I'm looking at whether this order block is nestled into another order block on a higher time frame. Oh, when I see that, I'm like super happy, right? But you have structure on the 1 hour. So you see how it opened up here Monday, dropped down, right? From Monday, Sunday, had that imbalance. Remember I was looking for the first opening gap. It came in here. So remember I told you it should consolidate in there and then continue dropping down. It dropped again. You see that imbalance and it came back, consolidated in there, continue dropping down. That's what I like to see. That's what gives me warms and fuzzy about the market. Oh,
I
okay.
like it.
And yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna keep on moving unless and I could always go back. So don't don't worry about it. What do I have here? Let me see. What in I don't know what I'm saying. Okay. What else looking at? Yep. So I still mark up my price. Now we're under this imbalance. What is this? Nas. What happened? Okay. So I like market up imbalances everywhere. Because I'm always looking for the liquidity and I'm looking where the the big people, the money, people with actual money is taking the market. So I'm always marking up my liquidity and where it's at. And and I keep my and this is just typical marking up. I keep the information the same color. So it's a system. All my imbalances are always blue. And I think that's what we started. We was doing in the group. I think somebody picked the colors orange, or maybe I picked the color, I don't remember. But my 78s are always orange. My 50% are always yellow. That's why I'm trying to find a different color for these lines, for these lines here. And let me go to, I'm pretty sure I was looking at something on the 4 hour of why I was looking at that. But you see how it did push up over it, how it did push up and then drop down. So sometimes you don't get the whole full range, but that's a pretty good push up in price before it came back down to this imbalance. Okay. Let me go here. Oops, damn it. All right, hold on, y'all. Okay. And so the JPYs, they basically all did the same thing. I think I just highlighted a couple of things. Give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. All right, so they all did about the same thing. Here's another example of what I'm talking about as far as what I want to see and what makes me feel or yay about it's doing what it's supposed to do. Is that imbalance right there? It comes, it does not go back through my imbalance. Yes, it had this much to go, but this is cool. This is, I feel, is a protected price. So whenever I see this, that means this is a protected level and it shouldn't go past that level. We did. Oh, UCAT. Here we go. Let me see what I got notes for UCAT. Okay, open it. Okay. That's it. All right. So what was I doing? Okay. So UCAT that did not have any imbalance in there. I think that's what I was trying to say, how it didn't have an imbalance, but it would be like maybe in a bullish engulfing. And let me drop. Yeah, so let me take this off. But yeah, so yeah, there's no imbalance. So we didn't find where we got an imbalance, but let me see if I could find that on the 30-minute. And it wasn't on the 30-minute either in this area. But you can just keep dropping down because you'll probably find it. Excuse me, I'm not saying it wasn't one. I just don't drop down to all of those time frames to find it. But if you kept dropping, you probably would have found one. Let's just see the 15-minute. So I have that box and I'm just looking to see in that box of our area of concern, what happened in that area. That's me. Let me turn this off. All right, so is that it? I'm gonna take this off. All right. Let's take this off.
There's a little imbalance in there.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
A little smidget.
Yep.
There you go. So yeah. So you just kept on investigating. Yeah. You'll find it. Hello, mark this back on. Well, okay. See, I said internet was slow, y'all. So, and then prices kept pushing off of that area. And oil. I think oil was fun too. Look at oil. So remember, I think we've been talking about that imbalance that we've been looking for oil to get into and take care of for the longest. It finally did it and made its way down. So look how price reacted in the opening, and that's a nice tight price range before it just started moving. Okay, so y'all see how many times that it happened?
Yep.
And I mean, there's better ways, of course, to get into the market. That's a lot cleaner than that. That was just something that I noticed and I thought was cool, and it just fitted my personality. Uh, yeah, it fitted my personality. And any more questions? Anybody want to talk about anything? Or was anybody ready to, I don't know, whatever you guys want to do?
Because I was trying to do the market Sunday, Monday, but I don't know
Yeah.
why it wasn't working for me. I don't know why
Oh,
I just wasn't seeing what I saw other people saying, but
mm-hmm.
I'm I'm understanding now. It's coming
You
to
understand?
coming to
Okay. Okay. Good, good. Yep. Wow. Yeah. So
so,
those are the things.
so what if
So you
the
got your Sunday, Monday, and
Mhm,
sorry, Sunday, Monday,
mhm.
and you're looking for the first balance of the new week
So what
opening.
if the market um because I've seen it like when you mark up the Sunday, Monday, and prices in between the two lines, right?
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
you just don't trade it, or you just wait for it to either break above or below.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to make a decision on. Yeah. I'm just waiting for it to make a decision on what side of the market it want to be on. Does it want to
Okay.
be on the buy side? Does it want to be on the sell side? So I'm waiting for it to make a decision. So
Okay.
that's actually what I'm doing. Ooh, can you grab this tea for me? Oh, thank you so much. All right, I have to grab it out. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. And also, um, it doesn't like how I showed you how on the higher time frame, it was just coming back. So we're looking for it to go back to the 50% to 78%, right? So
Mm.
it's not necessarily wrong, but once I see it, and I got my radio. Yeah, thank you. So once you see it have gotten there and it reacted, so I don't know if you guys remember the first time I showed you and how price reacts into when it gets to 78 and the 50.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, I'm looking at it how it's moving in those areas because those are areas that's areas of concern for them.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at that. So if it comes back to that, it's not like, oh man, uh I wouldn't be like, oh, it has to go to 78. We know all it has to do is get in between the 50 and it has reached its objective,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
And anything across the 50, the objective has been met.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, but I'm just, and I could just click through again. And so we have it here. We got Sunday, Monday. Well, you guys seen it all. You know what? I could back up. All right, let's look at what is it? Like CAD JPY. All right, so here we go for CAD JPY. So we see how it opened up Sunday, Monday, right? Up in here, drop.
Mhm.
That's this week, right? Look what
Mhm.
it did last week. Open up Sunday, Monday, dropped, right? UJ, I'm gonna punch you, but it did it. So sometimes I'll be like, it's like, damn, this stuff worked, So what UJ do? Here we go. Mm. Huh. Sunday, Monday,
Mhm.
dropped, you know. So it does it. Um, Now every pair all the time, nope. But most of the time, at least one of the pairs have done it, and it's usually more than that.
Mhm.
Let's see what gold did. Did I mark up gold? So all right, so gold didn't respect it. It dropped under, but it came back to the imbalance, came up. So gold didn't
Mhm.
do it this week, right? So you'll have that. But that's when you want to add other things in, like what you know about the market.
The
So
market.
that's just like, yeah, but that was just something easy you want. But you see how yeah, how it came back in here, and we were looking at that. Matter of fact, that's what we were talking about the first call. How this was our area of interest,
Yeah.
and how it came. You see how it came back. respected that
Yeah.
and continued and pushed up. So that's a good amount of range. And where did it go to? Let's see what this black line is. I don't know what this black line is. And let me drop on the come on 4 hour. All right. I want to say that it's some, let me go to a week. And also I'm putting it to, there we go. So I'm putting it together as far as how did the candle move, the highest, the lows, of the candle. So when I'm looking at it, it only has to come here. It can't come all the way up here for it to have healthy price action.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're looking at that also. And that actually works out for me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Well, we're gonna
Get
try
back
it
here.
on Sunday and Monday.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Mm-hmm. Oh, let me get back to one. Okay. Yep. All right. So I think that's it, right? Anything else anybody wants to talk about, or any more questions? Now that I answered any more questions?
Any questions? No questions?
No, no questions, no critique. Like, hey, I don't like that. No,
I
I'll
love
take
it.
that
Thank you
too.
so much.
Thank you. Mhm.
This was great. I appreciate that.
You are welcome. Thank you so much. Yep,
Thank you.
thank
Eve.
you. Thank you. And also, oh my God. So we were in the group, and I think it was T-Dubs, and he was saying how, and matter of fact, I put it in my phone for him especially. I'm gonna put it in the group chat too.
Mhm.
So I know I don't know, but I don't know if you guys understand when I say when you teach how you end up learning.
Yeah.
And actually, it's an actual thing. I'm not saying I didn't believe it, but it actually has a name, and it's called the protege effect. And
What's it
here's the
called?
thing with the
What is it called?
it's called the protege effect. Look it up, y'all. It's a real thing.
Protege.
So the thing with the hold on, you want me to type it out, y'all?
I'm about
You
to
do,
pull it up.
yes. Oh, this is fun. Look, we learned all this stuff.
Wait a minute, hold on. Hold on.
hmm Hold on, I'm gonna put my stuff on mute while you do it.
Okay. The protege effect is a psychological phenomenon that suggests that teaching, pretending to teach, we pretending, or preparing to teach information to others can help a person learn that information more effectively. Oh. It also helps students develop a better understanding and retain knowledge longer than those who study in more traditional ways. Hmm.
Mhm. This guy goes into breaking it down even more. So here's the thing with teaching. When you're teaching and you're struggling to explain something,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so it reveals gaps in your knowledge. So if you guys, that's why I was like, ask me questions so I could see where I'm failing at explaining. That me writing this all the time, I'm like, ooh, Eve, you call everything an order block. You know what I'm saying? It's not an order block. It's a Barrett's engulfing. It's a bullet engulfing. It's not an order block. An order block is one with an imbalance, right? It's a block with an imbalance. That's an order block. So you have to be, so no one asks any questions, but that's what helped me, right? But when you're teaching, it shows gaps in your knowledge, and it's going to bother you because if you identify as a teacher and you can't explain something, you're going to rectify that. So
Yeah,
you're going to go out to find the information so you could teach it better.
yes, I agree wholeheartedly.
Oh, well, thank you. Hmm. So I'm gonna put
'Cause-
that in the group.
Thank you. No, because I remember I was saying on another call, like I remember, when Selena would do a day and then I would do a day and then Felicia would do a day and like even though I was doing those days, I still ain't know what I was talking about. But something clicked as I was talking about it, especially when it came to like the daily order blocks. Something clicked that okay, we got a bullish order block. I mean, a bearish order block, but price is bullish. Like all order blocks are not created equal. So to look at a bearish order block in a bullish market, but trying to go bearish is the counter trend and is going to wreck you because you're going in the wrong direction. I don't know why that clicked for me during that time, but it did. It did. But it took me to be on the charts talking it through, not just to myself, but other people that made it click. So AJ, and is it Allie or is it Allie? I don't want to say it wrong. Or Ali?
Yes, ma'am.
Don't you want to teach one day? Don't you want to do a day? Look,
Um,
I'm recruiting. I'm recruiting people.
trying to recruit. Yeah, I can barely spell my own name. I'm trying to get back into this. So
I
yes, one
know.
day I
I
would like to
know.
teach. I want to
I
teach. So
remember you saying that.
I want to get back into this. But yeah, one day I would like to teach because you're right. I know that from actual teaching that, my students ask me like, hey, Miss Maxwell, we don't quite get this. So can you explain this a little differently? And it's a challenge to, like, okay, how can I break this down?
Yeah.
So they get this, very simple, to you it's a simple concept, but to them they're like, oh, this don't make no sense.
Right, right.
This don't make no sense.
What is your, because I know you said you were trying to get back into it. Like what do you feel like what do you feel like you're missing?
My main thing I'm missing now is for me to kind of put some structure in some things because it's kind of like, okay, I started doing the ICT thing and it sort of makes sense. But then prior to that, it was just support and resistance. Okay.
Okay.
It gets here, 3 touches. Okay. It's either going to go up or down. And that's sort of it, flip a coin, statistically speaking, but now I'm trying to kind of find like, how do I meld all of that? And then at the same time, kind of like, put all of it to the side and forget it and start from scratch. So I have a clean foundation versus going back to something and going, that sounds good, but I can't explain it. I couldn't explain it because a friend of mine asked me, like, what do you do? I
Do
sort of
you
trade. And he says, like, what does that mean? I said, I sort of get it right and I sort of get it wrong.
do you have like your process, like your checklist written down as to like what I know that
That
I
is
can be very mechanical about trading.
that
Um,
is the biggest thing because I think I always keep missing Isaiah. It's either I'm at work or I'm between work, between coming from or going to work.
mhm,
That it was he laid out a very nice, simple structure. Like when you look at your chart, these are just some simple things to do, like A, B, and C. And I was like, okay, that's simple. That's simple enough. I just need to do that. So it's the issue of me taking my chart. I forgot who one of the other traders in the group. I think it's Neil who has his rules on his chart, like, okay, these are your steps. Once
mhm,
you do that, then that's how you analyze your chart. And that's how you kind of, it makes it very mechanical, like you said,
yeah,
a very mechanical process that I do this consistently, then the results will show up versus me going, oh man, this ain't working. I'm
yeah,
going something. Have a
yeah,
bad habit of doing that. Shiny object syndrome. So
yeah.
I'm trying to get out of that. But one day, yes, I will teach. One day I will.
Okay, okay. Well, you can always, ask, and we were, we will be glad to help you.
Thank you very much, Mia. Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome.
AJ, that was AJ that was talking.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So with it, what I have become when I first started, well, first man, I soaked up everything I could. And if somebody had a new strategy or a new class or a new thing, I watched everything, right? And what I was finding with me is that I was just a student and I just kept, which I'm a student for life. It doesn't matter. I love learning, but you end up knowing it when you apply it.
Ah,
So every day
application.
you need to, yes, that's when you pick it up. So after going in it is when I was just forcing yourself to be on it. And and the thing is like, you know, I don't, don't pay attention to what everyone else is doing and their success and comparing yourself. Everyone's learning curve is different because trust me, when it hits you, you're like, oh my God, and it hits you. And when it hits you, and it's like the best thing ever. So, let everybody have their own shine and this is your moment to celebrate your knowledge and your growth, right? Your growth will come, and that light bulb that hits that finally puts it all together is gonna click. But what I'm doing, like what I started doing when I was studying, is not just looking at take, because you could understand in the practical, but I would have my chart next to it. So when ICT was speaking, and that's
Mm-hmm.
what really helped me, is that I had, so when he said, oh, do this and look, and you look at the range. So I started looking for ranges. Oh,
Ah,
okay, so yeah, so I have two screens. So if you have two screens, or maybe you can look at it on your phone and you're on your computer. But when he said gives you a concept, right then and there, go look for it in your live charts.
ah, okay. Direct application. Got it.
Yes. Yeah. So if you start doing that definitely works. And looking at it every day and just forcing yourself to really just dedicate a time. This is what I'm doing, and this is who I'm going to be, every day. Or at least if it's only 3 times a week that you could do it, and always and review it. Um, review what you're doing, review what you're saying, because then you get to see what your accuracy is. Like, you know, you don't have to call it out, but when you get comfortable, you be like, I think it's going to be moving bullish. Write that down. And if it doesn't
Ah,
move bullish, that's okay. Write down what happened at the end of the week. Did it actually move bullish, or was your bias incorrect? It really doesn't matter, but at least you're reading charts correctly. Because really, and I want to see how it moves, but it's good to know what the market is doing. So you don't want to get too lazy in that. But yeah, look at it, go at the end of the week, always go over and take notes. So journaling is very important. So yeah, that was a long-winded answer, but I hope
no,
I gave some
I
tips.
absolutely appreciate that insight of, how do I break this down into a more manageable, this is step 1, 2. It's kind of like meditating. That's something I've gotten back
Mhm,
into. It's like 5 minutes, or 2 minutes, any little effort, because I'm finding that my growth has been I've had leaps like, wow, okay, I can do this for five
mhm.
minutes with, and my mind does not start sliding all over the place, but, at one point I was like a cat, like, huh? What? Squirrel? Okay, that's good. So I appreciate that insight of just breaking it down to something, a smaller time cycle to say, okay, I'm gonna do 5 minutes. I'm gonna look at this. This is the concept. I'm gonna have my charts next to it, and I can mark this up, good or bad. As you
Mhm,
said, it's the concept that, because eventually you'll start asking that, why didn't it go this way? That's the next
mhm,
question to that versus like, I thought it was gonna go this way. So what am I not looking at, or what am I not taking into account that causes it to go up or down, or, consolidate it? And I thought something
mhm.
completely different. So,
Yes.
but thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it, ladies.
Welcome. Anyone else? Don't be shy. Yep.
Look, Ally must have
Yeah.
got shy. I think Ally is from, I think she's in London or
Oh,
somewhere.
mhm. Yeah,
But yeah, this is good.
yeah. Okay. Mhm. Well, anybody got anything else? But yeah,
I'm already anticipating my JPY pairs to be above the Sunday Monday open.
well, okay. Let's see. We
Mhm.
can pick any one, AJ. Let's see, AJ. All right,
Mhm.
so here we are. You're looking for it to be above the Sunday open. Okay, so this would be a last protected area. We see that imbalance. It got above that. It's acting funky. But here goes another imbalance right here. So let's see how it pushes past these.
Mhm. Tapped
Yep. So
in.
that was the last way. Yeah.
But then there's a imbalance below.
Right here. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I seen that one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So let's see you pushing up. And what line is this?
Imbalance or the demand zone.
Yeah.
Because there's imbalance there too.
Where
Mhm.
else?
Yep,
Yeah,
right
right
there.
here. Yeah.
No, right
Yeah.
at that order block. Yeah, right
Oh,
there.
this one. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I see. Okay.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, and that's
Mhm.
a good indicator that the direction it wants to take the market in.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
because I can see. Yeah. So okay. So where we at? We're here. So Friday now. I mean, not Friday. All right. So market is closed. So we're looking,
Mm,
and we're just going to measure this area right here. Let's see. So from here to here,
mhm.
we're looking for market to continue pushing up. All right. So look where the imbalance is at. It's in the 78.
Mhm.
There is none in the 50, but in the 50, it has some consolidations.
Yep.
So yeah, so market could just come. So we're not going to be surprised if market pulls back and gives us about 56 pips,
Mhm.
even 87 pips
Might
back, sev-
might even
90
give
pips
100.
back. Yeah,
Mhm.
before it starts pushing up this way,
Yep.
you know? So, yep. But it'll be nice if it starts pushing up. Again, this starts going in its our intended or our the direction we want it to go. Because of course, there
Yep.
we go. Mm, yeah. I don't know. Anything else you want to talk about, Cam?
Nope.
No? All right. Okay. So I am going to start posting these reports. I don't think I got anything else to add to them.
Okay. And
Yep.
I'll do the
All
order
right.
books.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank
And
you.
yeah. All right, guys.
Thank
Have a good
you.
one. Thank
Thank you, thank
you.
you, thank you, ladies.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Uh,